Oh, yeah, 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 I don't know the number of the podcast that we're on with the LWBs, facts versus fiction, basically. This is all just hours of me telling you all the things that you guys should look out for if you have a horrible employer over there like I had, where they just, I was a 207A, but then I got fired, so I got zero income. Like I just got done telling you about some other stuff. So again, as I was like just finishing, I just like sort of came up with something, and another one, true one here. So, and this is one that, um, yeah. So when I went to when I went to LWB, right? So when I went there, I had a CDL, uh, EMT, hazmat. I was on the hazmat team, rope team. I had a technician. I had all these different things, you know. So yeah, there was something else I had one, whatever, you know, because hey, you know what? When it's your job, you ought to know. Like to me, you need to know a lot of that. There was only one other guy there that had CDL. That was it. Because why? Well, I think we talked about how much they barely get guys that can barely like pass like things like this, which will get me in maybe the next couple episodes. I got some other stuff to talk about. It's called the local 44176, but not right this second. This one we're going to discuss like this stuff about. Like I told you, I had CDL. I had like I told you EMT. I was EMT since '89. I had my CDL since I think I don't know 98, 90. I don't know whatever it was I had. And then I was a hazmat team, tech, rope team. Whatever. You're hey, this when it's your job, it's your career. You like you take it seriously, and that's what I always did. Whether it was getting trained before getting there, or making sure whatever. So, and now we're gonna talk about the disturbing stuff that went down on a lot of that. You know what I mean? So, I was just telling you all these different things. So, I think I was just telling you about somebody named the douche nozzle Palma. Well, he did EMS. I don't know how to say this properly, but he did all the EMS stuff. Now, what is stuff? EMS training? Zeros, utterly zeros. But we were in the pilot program, so you know what? Again, I took it serious. I took it very very serious. So, whatever, did everything, So it was my turn to get what is it called? Oh yeah, it was that time to get I always went through, I don't know what you call it with the pilot program, but you have to do stuff online. Did everything online, did everything. And so you're supposed to get like the card. I'm not sure if it comes in the mail. I don't remember that one, if it comes in the mail or not. But so, and I feel like this is probably, I don't know. So I know what ended up happening, but this is gonna get this is kind of gonna upset some of these guys. When I say these guys, I mean these crimes of, So what did and I got some pretty nice paperwork here from New York State. I told you our union. I told local 2223 total what went down, and I just yeah, we got these guys. No. So why am I doing that? So I was supposed to either get the card in the mail, card to the firehouse, wherever we're supposed to be, right? So then I get and he's the EMS supposedly person at this dumpster of the LWB, right? He's a criminal himself, a master criminal of a lot of used car salesman criminal, and ED's like mentor or something. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So, so, and he knew what was going on, and I didn't know until afterwards. But so he starts playing the game of, "What do you got your car?" I don't know if I got it. You know what I mean? And then he started like berate me and like, you know what I mean, and tell me you know, the rules, or there's laws and road rules and stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, hang on, let me just look at home and see, right? So couldn't find anything at home, you know. So all I had was the old stuff, you know, like, you know, 4-year-old stuff. I don't remember how long old it was, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's hard to say this, but on the age thing, but a couple 2-3-year-old, you know what I mean? But so I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to say. Oh, so he's like on me. Now, mind you, and you guys, a lot of you guys probably understand when you got kids are doing certain things in sports, and I think I was in Detroit doing something, whatever, and I'm like, I'm not at work, I'm not home, I'm not even nowhere close to home, and well, I did it today, and I'm like, hey, well, it's not happening, I'm not there, you know what I mean? So he decided to berate me and go on how, you know, there's laws in the state. All right, well, I got you. I got it. So it gets better. So I think when I finally got back to work and a shift or two after that, he started on me again on this card thing. So I'm like, you know what? I guess let me look through everything here. So right. So let's talk about that. Was like, oh yeah, July, August, something July, August, something like that, right? So I couldn't find the card. I couldn't find it. So what did I decide to do? I decided to, like, oh, you know, let's just call, maybe New York City's got a copy of it, because I did everything, you know, I did everything I was supposed to, online stuff, did everything, you know what I mean? And it was done in what, not February, December, January. I have a nice screenshot if anybody wants to come look at that, but I got swept under the rug hard by Union. And didn't want to. They had them on the ropes and could have done things, but God no, can't do anything. So I have screenshots. I have like what do you call those things? Emails. I have letters. So this is gonna freak guide people out. So again, I finished all the online stuff December, January frame total. Hey, finished up. Awesome. You know, and so again had screenshots. So called the New York, the state, and it was like August, right, September, and I say to him, I say, hey, listen, you know, I said, this is, you know, I tell him who I am, and so what does the state say? And this is gonna blow everybody's mind. Yeah, Mister, gotcha. So, you know, I told him everything, what happened and stuff. He's like, well, you know, apparently this guy's they're not very bright, because the state keep close tabs on things and documents things. So they ended up sending me 20 pages of stuff, you know. And so basically how this, there's a guy, apparently you got a guy that works there that tried to, what do you say? Sign your name. Something, sign your name. He was trying to sign something, wanted us to send things to him. And he's like, they're like, we're not doing that. That's fraud. We're not doing that. And that was the word, fraud. But I don't know what type of fraud that was when he's trying to sign my signatures and things toward our union. God no, can't do anything. They did big old zeros on that one, you know. So yeah, I got like multiple pages, and basically they said, hey, you know, so when anybody called, we have so they take it and they can put it into goes right into a file. So they had a file for me, and it had him in there saying, well, I'm going to sign a bunch of stuff. I want you to send it to the firehouse. They're like, no. And any of these criminals at this LWB do, they don't like that word no. They don't like to be told no, or that's fraud. That's a crime. So basically, when I did all that, I finished my stuff on the online stuff. Told them I did it all. Took a screenshot, so I had documentation, multiple documentation. I got the state documenting, and what happened? That's a major crime. I mean, you know what I mean? Why? You know, what did the unions do? The same thing they did with me with my 207A getting flushed and getting fired. Sucking on shrimp, you know. President, treasurer, and they knew what they did. They did zeros, you know, zeros. I jumped through hoops. I did all the online, had documentation, state had documentation, multiple pages, 20 pages, 15, 20 pages of documentation. Yep, I got a big old, so yeah. And then what he used to try to tell me something like, well, you know, it was your fault or something. I was trying to turn tables, and I was like, what are you talking about? I did it. I showed you everything. I had, you see, it's called a screenshot. I had this, I had that, you know. But you know, I mean, so they basically costed me my EMT. They did between him. It's almost like I felt like it was a setup. Hey, let's get this EMT, then we can fire him. That's what I felt like it was, you know, because apparently they don't like it when you pour them accountable for things, you know. And our union doesn't hold me. They've never held anybody accountable. It's been going on for 40 years, 30, 40. Just total fraud. But get ready for the next one, because now I just came up a bunch more there.